Hey everyone, this is Chris, your friendly neighborhood Minnesota comic geek, back for another video. The discussion topic for today is the question, what is your comic reading style? In particular, new comic, single issue format, or just single issue format as opposed to trade paperbacks. Before I get started with the full video, I would ask that if you enjoy this type of comic book related content, please give the video a thumbs up, hit the notification bell, and subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any future videos. And if you enjoy talking comics, then comment below. All right, let's get into it. Over the past couple years, I have kind of noticed that my comic reading style has changed or evolved over the years from reading every single month the new issues as they came out versus buying them and stacking them up and waiting until I had a full kind of story arc run to read. I kind of equate this to the Netflix style binge watching a show where when they release the whole thing, you just watch it all at once. And I noticed that, I don't know if I was doing it consciously or not, but I started saving up issues to read all at once and essentially binge reading my comics. This is different from, when I first started collecting comics when I was just a young kid. Just every issue I bought, I read immediately. And that is just how I did it, how probably the vast majority of comic book readers did it, growing up. And I obviously had more time to devote to reading comics, but I think it's gotten a little harder to remember the story month to month in a lot of these books. And so I don't know if that was why I did it, but yeah. So case in point, these new issues that I have here, the Fall of the House of X, I have read each of these books as they've come out because I really enjoy X-Men are my favorite team, favorite characters as a whole in the Marvel Universe. And then I've bought these Avengers Twilight books where I haven't read them yet. I'm waiting until I have the full story arc, or however, I don't know if this is a mini series or not, but waiting to get the full run of issues to read the story. I don't know if it's the evolution of my reading style has something to do with the characters involved, because like this run of Savage Wolverine, I read every issue as it came out because I love Frank Cho and the story was fun and I wanted to read it. But then, I have this Earth 2 Society series that I bought purely for Jorge Jimenez's artwork. I'm not the biggest DC fan in the world, and I know nothing about the Earth 2 Society characters, their past history, or anything. It was purely, I bought these books based on the artwork alone. But this was a scenario where I bought all these issues, saving them up to eventually read, but the Netflix style of binge reading has a flaw that can happen, and that is you can, with so many, if you're just a regular buyer of comic books and you're going to the shop every week, you can pretty quickly get a large stack of comics that you have to read. And what happened here is that I have them, I bought them, but I never got around to actually reading them. You know, I obviously still can. I have the books, and plan to at some point down the road, but I think that is the one drawback to the kind of binge reading style, is that you can lose and forget about comics that you've bought with the intention of reading. Then there's, the Ultimate series, where this was another series where I bought them as they came out and read them as they came out because it was a fun story, and I cared more about the characters, especially the story around Galactus and everything, and their mission to satiate his hunger. If you haven't read it, it's very good. It's a very fun story. I was going, like I said, I was going through my comics, and I see my stack of new comics that I bought every week, and it just got me thinking about my reading style, and I miss reading the comics monthly as they came out. And again, yeah, the drawback of that style is that you can forget some of the storyline that has happened so far because you're getting a month gap in between reading. So there are pros and cons to each, and I don't know. I think I'm gonna try to get back to reading monthly, at least the new comics that I buy. So what do you guys think? What is your reading style? What do you prefer? Do you like saving up a big stack of comics to read all at once, or do you still prefer to read them monthly as they come out? I don't think there's a necessarily winner or loser in this our discussion, as long as the comics eventually get read in one form. The only loser is, when you don't get around to reading the books. So yeah, let me know your thoughts, comment below, and let's talk some comics. So thanks for watching, and again, if you enjoyed this type of comic book related content, please give the video a thumbs up, hit the notification bell, and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, bye.